Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. There is a parable that we will be reading in the church. Next week we'll talk about Christmas, but today I want to talk to you about the parable that is read in the church today. So, every Sunday we read the gospel, right? Do you remember that? So, in today's gospel, we will be talking about the parable of the banquet. Do you know what the banquet is? You don't know. Do you know what a party is?
Yes.
There you go.
Banquet is like a grouping of people.
Yes. So banquet and party are the same thing. And today Jesus talked about the kingdom of God as a party, as a banquet. Have you been in a party?
Yeah.
You think that looks like a kingdom of God? Not really, right? Why doesn't it look like a kingdom of God?
Because it doesn't have as much people in the kingdom of God. Or because God isn't there?
God isn't there? That's very interesting. So, two answers. Catherine says that there aren't as many people in the kingdom of God. That can be true, sad but true, because Jesus said that many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. And I think today's parable will help us to understand how that works. Okay? And Theodore said that God is not there. What do you think? Where is God?
Up in heaven.
And what else? Where else?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So we need to remember that it doesn't matter what you do, where you do, God is always there. And there's nothing you can do that you can hide from Him, or you can do it in His absence. And some people say, when you think God isn't here, that's when God is here actually more strongly. Okay? When we feel like God isn't here, then God is right there. Okay? Today, Jesus says that the kingdom of God is like a banquet. When you have a party, what do you do? How do people come to your party when you have a party? Let's say you have a birthday party. Catherine, do they just show up?
No, you have to invite them.
Very good.
And then if they're able, they will come.
If they are able, they will come. You invite them, and then you hope, right, that they will come, because if they are able, they will come. If there is no pandemic, they will come, right? If they don't have any other things to do, they will come. So imagine you invite your best friends to your birthday party, and one of them calls and says, Catherine, I can't come because I have to take my dog out for a walk. What would you think? Would you be happy?
No.
Why not?
That's not a problem, because you can just take your dog on a walk when you're walking to my house.
You find a way of doing it so that you can. So when you have to go to a party of your friend's birthday, or you have to wash the dishes, which one would you choose?
Party.
Why?
Because it's more fun.
It's more fun. I want you to remember another word next to the fun word. More important. Can you remember the word important? Okay, so fun is one thing, important is another thing. There are things that are not so much fun, but they are extremely important. Okay? So you have to do them no matter what. Going to the party of your friend's birthday is more important than washing the dishes, because the dishes are always there. You can wash them after the party, before the party. And this is something that you do every day, right? Like walking your dog, like cutting the grass outside in your lawn, right? Can you say to your friend, I can't come to your party because I have to cut the grass outside? Would that be nice?
No.
No. What if you said, I can't come because I have another friend who is coming to the park to meet me and we're going to have fun there? What would you think?
I would just hurt my feelings.
It would hurt your feelings badly, wouldn't it? Okay. Now imagine that the governor, Mr. Baker.
Yes.
So imagine that Mr. Baker sends you a personal letter and says, Mr. Theodore, it is my birthday party. Would you make the honor to be present in my birthday party? And it's Monday after 7 o'clock. And you say, oh, at 7 o'clock, I always take my dog out for a walk. Would you write Mr. Baker a letter and say, Mr. Baker, Mr. Governor, I am sorry. I have to take my dog out at 7 o'clock. And I cannot come to your birthday. Would you do that?
No.
Why not?
You could walk your dog to his house.
To his house?
when
What if he doesn't like dogs?
Then you could just tie it up.
You can tie your dog outside, or you can walk your dog at 6 o'clock. Would the dog be upset?
No.
No.
He
Or-
just love it.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can walk your dog at 10 o'clock when you come back from the party. You better be back by 10 because you are not old enough to stay later than 10, right? 9 maybe? So you better be back by then and walk your dog. But you wouldn't upset Mr. Baker, the governor of all of Massachusetts, saying, you know, I have to walk my dog and I can't come to your birthday. And imagine he sent you a special letter. He sit down at his desk and wrote your name on it. Mr. Theodore, can you come to my birthday? And you say, well, no, I have to walk my dog. I don't want to go.
Walking your dog isn't as important as going to a birthday party because you can just walk your dog to the house.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Catherine. We always have to choose between two things or more. When Mr. Baker sends you a personal letter, make sure you don't forget, okay, to go. Put it in your calendar. Tell your friends you're going there. Maybe even see if you can take a friend with you. Why would you take your friends?
Because you want them to be in the party with you.
Do you think that your friends got that special invitation too?
No.
Probably they didn't get it. Or maybe they did. So maybe you can write to Mr. Baker and say, can I bring a friend with me? Because my friend would like to be a party of a governor and I want him to be with me. Can I bring him with me? What do you think he will say?
Yes.
He will most likely say yes, right? What is one other friend to come over? So today Jesus says that there was a man who had a party like a governor or a president or a king, and he threw a party for his son's birthday. And he sent letters to all of his friends, and he invited all of them, and everyone had an excuse. Everybody said, I'm sorry I can't come. I am sorry I have bought an oxen, like I have to walk my dog, right? The other one said, I have bought a land, I have to go check. The other one said, I have just gotten married, I have to spend time with my wife. Why couldn't he bring his wife with him, right? So everybody finds an excuse. So Jesus uses only 3 examples, but he says nobody showed up. Can you imagine you have a birthday party and none of your friends show up? Can you imagine that? And it's not even pandemic time where you can have it over Zoom, right? Nobody shows up. And what do you think this man would do or what he should do? So here's what he did. He sent his servants out and said, go outside and stand on the road, on the street, and anybody who's passing by, tell them there's a party up the street. Come and join. What do you think? If we go down to the Somerville Avenue and tell that up in the hall there's a party and everybody's invited, will you think people will come?
Probably.
Why not?
Well, actually, yeah, they probably.
Of course. They're just wandering out there and you say, hey, there's this barbecue going on up there. There is souvlaki, there is, what is it called? Gyro, there is this and that, right? And it's free. You can just come and eat. Will they come?
Yes.
Oh, they'll bring their friends too, right? Yes, they would. And so that's what Jesus did. Or Jesus said that this man did, and the hall of the party was packed. And then there was this man who had no nice clothes on. He had these junky clothes, dirty and smelly. What would you do if somebody came to your party like that?
I would try to wash their clothes.
You would try to wash them. What a nice girl. So this man, this rich man said to his servants, that man is not respecting my party. We told him it's a party of a rich man. It's a party of my birthday or my son's birthday. Couldn't he put clean clothes?
Yes.
He put dirty clothes and came with them. Take him outside. So why does Jesus tell this story? What do you think? Whose birthday is coming soon? Whose birthday is Christmas?
God's.
Jesus' birthday. And he said that the kingdom of God is in the church. Every Sunday is like his birthday.
Because every Sunday is somebody's birthday.
Exactly. But in this case, it's the kingdom of God, and there is a party, a banquet. There is a table in the altar, right? The altar is a table. There is bread on it. There is wine on it. What's in the party usually? Bread and wine and food and wine, right? Food and drinks, right? So we have food and we have drinks on the altar. And it is a banquet. It is a party. And who is invited? What do you think? Everybody is invited. Everybody. You know that? Do you know there's a reason why we don't lock the doors of the church? Do you lock the doors of your house?
Yeah.
Most of the time, right?
Yeah,
Unless we're expecting someone to come, right? So we don't lock the doors of the church. They're always open because anybody can come. And they can come from the beginning of the service or the party or at the end of the party. Imagine one of your friends showed up 10 minutes before everybody had to go home. And he said, I am sorry, I was stuck in traffic. I couldn't help it. Or my mother got sick and I had to take her to the hospital and then I rushed here. Would you tell him to go away?
No.
No. Welcome. Come in. Here you would find fresh food, fresh plate, fresh table, fresh drink, a chair, and take care of him, right? So that's what the church is. It's like a big party, a banquet where everybody is invited, and the doors are always open. They can come anytime, and when they come in, they are welcome, and they come and sit in the front seat. Do you think there are people who don't show up and they have excuses? There are, aren't they? So sometimes, like yesterday, I had a liturgy. Well, I had said that it's only online, but there are other times when I have a liturgy during the week, and I look out of the altar, and who's sitting there? Richard. The angels. And I can't even see them. Okay, so there's nobody. It's like Jesus invited to his party everybody, and no one came. And it was even harder during the pandemic when you had to do your birthdays over Zoom, right? Have you done your birthdays over Zoom this year?
No, I didn't do it. It wasn't at my house, it was like at a park.
That's a good way of doing it. But we also had to do the services over Zoom, right? Remember? Over the YouTube. And it was so hard when I was doing the Holy Thursday and Holy Friday and Holy Saturday. Those are the most important banquets of the church. And every time I turn around to say, "Give peace be to you," I saw nobody there but Michael sitting with a camera in there and Richard on the side singing. So it's very difficult for Jesus to invite people into his party and no one comes. And what do we do on that time? We wash the dishes, right? We cut the grass. We walk our dogs. Or we sleep in, or we watch the game. Oh, the game is the big one. When it's time for the Patriots to play, nobody goes to church, right? Because we watch the game.
Well, I only watch the Super Bowl, so
Yeah,
it's usually on like a Friday or a
Tuesday. It's very good. So that's what Jesus talks about today. He said that the kingdom of God is like a party and everybody is invited. I'm going to tell you a short little story and then I have to go. How about I tell you the story next week? Remind me the story of the church that did not have a door so I don't forget, okay?